You're listening to Goons, Games, and Gear, the sexiest gaming podcast in the world.
Wow, we're back. It's been a little while. I've been sick. I'm still sick. Uh, they think podcasting is now terminal for me, but I'm gonna keep doing it for you guys. That's right. It's gonna kill me, but I will never stop giving you comedic, terrible takes. That is my promise to you. Vote for Goons Games Gear for your local governor's office. That's right.
Yeah,
We're running.
yeah.
Uh,
Go vote.
there's no president. There's no vice president. We're both co-president. Uh,
Right.
and then there's no like third decision if we disagree. It's just rock paper scissors shoot, and that's what decides who wins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Although I really don't think, or there's a lot of times where we don't have different opinions as I think about it, like in terms of
No, we
it's
really haven't had many, but then when we do, they're like heated debates.
right, right. But it's like I can't remember the last time that's happened. It's been
Yeah,
so long.
I know we've done it though, but yeah, I
Right.
can't even think of like. And honestly, if we went back and had the same conversation, I feel like we would have just agreed on it
Right,
again.
right. What are you
Like,
talking about? The Wendy's is so much better. No, it's not better. Chick-fil-A, like, jeez, like just that's our Civil War arc.
yeah,
Perfect. Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna try and mute my mic whenever I cough because my lungs hurt, and I don't want you guys to hear my cough. But yeah, we got some news. It's been a while, and I just want to talk about stuff because I miss you guys, and I hope you missed us.
yeah.
Also, I got the Pokemon OLED, and I have an unboxing video. You guys should check it out. It's gonna be out by the time you listen to this. So, uh, spoiler alert: it's really good. It's really good. It's like I'm gonna put up to the screen right now. It's very clean. I just wish that I could have traded my Switch in towards it
Right.
since mine's not special at all. I mean, although I've had like this Breath of the Wild like back to it for the longest time, so I assume it's infused into the material. It's
It's
like
just an actual special edition
right,
Switch
right.
now.
I made it a special edition. Right, exactly. So, um, I mean, the OLED is better, but like, I wouldn't. If this didn't come out like the Pokemon OLED, I wouldn't have just gotten an OLED.
Right.
Personally, it's just
Right.
the screen's nicer though, so it'll be nice to play when I'm sleeping or you know not working. Anyway,
Right.
like, comment, subscribe everywhere. Get us 2,000 subs on YouTube because so we can make pennies on the dollar, and then TikTok because then we can try and live stream there. Facebook for old people, Instagram for new people, Twitter if you like Elon Musk, I guess, and talk to us in Discord because we want to talk to everyone on there and feel like we're celebrities in some weird way. So,
Yeah.
let's see. I'm trying to think anything that's happened with us in the past week. We've been playing Call of Duty, which we'll talk about in a second. But honestly,
Yeah.
I'm having more fun in this Call of Duty than I have in a long time, in a really
These
long
like
time.
Modern Warfare remakes, they just like they hit different.
Right.
Like they're actually like fun
Good.
again.
Right. I'm seeing the critics. They're like, "Oh, the game's kind of boring," and then like every other like independent critics, like for example, the Angry Joe Show, they're like, This is actually fun. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is
Yeah.
like they're like they did Battlefield better than Battlefield. How did they do that?
Yeah, it's insane.
It,
Did you see there's like a resurgence in Battlefield 1
oh
players?
yeah, yeah, it's at like
Everybody
10,000 on
left.
Steam. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I'm so like I would love to play it again, but it doesn't have crossplay, and
Right.
it's
Right.
just
It's too dated.
right. It was really good though, for
Oh
no
yeah.
real reason. They like took a random risk with World War One because no one does that.
Right.
And they're
And
like,
it just worked
it
out.
just worked out, and they're like, what? And then EA's just like, how can we ruin this? How do we?
And then they did it.
And they did it
They ruined it.
with Battlefield 5, which I mean I liked, but yeah, it definitely had its flaws. And then 2042, they just like kept shooting it. Like it basically it's like the intro to Fallout Vegas where you're the courier and you just get shot into a grave, but EA's the one that shoots you and you just don't get out of the grave, you're just dead. And they keep shooting you. That's how I
Right.
describe 2042. So, oh god, hold on, got a cough. I hit it. Cool. Okay. Woo. All right. So yeah, like you're saying, but Modern Warfare 2, it's breaking insane records. It's already crossed the 1 billion revenue mark in only 10 days. It's become the fastest game in the franchise to do so.
Yeah, that's nuts.
What's crazy about this is that it has skill-based matchmaking, and it still made this money. I don't know how. I don't know how the streamers got past it with the stream-based matchmaking. I
right?
really don't. But I assume they still bought into the game. That's my
Right? Who was it? It was
Tim the
Tim the
Tatman.
Tatman,
Right.
right? Like who boycotted it on the first day, and like obviously that did nothing. The game still is selling like crazy.
I wouldn't say boycott. He was just like, oh, I'm not gonna stream it because it has skill based making, and I have to try.
Right.
Like, no,
Poor
why,
baby.
why, no. Yeah. So let's see here. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you how much Vanguard sold, but oh, okay. Well, it said it's outpacing Vanguard by 40%.
Did Vanguard really sell that well?
I thought Vanguard was like the second lowest selling one.
That it's what, yeah, like of course it would be outpacing it then. The game has sold 30 million copies. Vanguard.
That's still like
I mean,
I
that's still like a buttload of money, but
right. I guess maybe to them that's just not good enough for how much like work they put into it.
does it say how many copies Modern Warfare 2 is at? I don't know what a billion equates to.
I think more than 10.
I'm gonna, yeah, say like 20.
It's 20, yeah, 20 copies at 100 million a piece. Let's see here. This is the biggest PlayStation Store launch ever for a Call of Duty game.
So big that Phil Spencer was like, yeah, we're not taking it from Call of Duty.
Yeah,
We'll just reap the revenues.
fine, you win, PlayStation. You get to keep it for now. For now. It broke the 5-day record set by 2011's Modern Warfare 3 of 775 million. So I guess so Modern Warfare 3 had, I guess, the last record.
Oh, okay. And none of these articles say the exact number, I guess. But apparently it sold $800 million worth in 3 days, which is insane. And then 1 billion in, or no, sorry, 800,000 or 800 million in 24 hours and a billion in 3 days. With well over 100 million copies sold. There we go. Jeez.
I wonder how many of those are physical, since we got duped into physical copies that have
Yeah.
I okay, so we talked about last episode about how there's dummy copies where basically you only get like 100 megabytes, and then literally everything else you're downloading. It'd be funny if like you're just downloading like a picture of like Bobby Koshnick's like butt or something, like just his butt cheeks, just like a joke.
That's the unlock, yeah.
Right? You wasted money. Congratulations. Oh, it doesn't have it here. I was reading that there's reports that there's not going to be a new Call of Duty next year, but the Sledgehammer is working on a $60 DLC for Modern Warfare 2.
Jeez.
Right. That's what I'm reading. That'd be very that'd be very interesting, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. That's
Because I feel like Sledgehammer has like undoubtedly the weakest Call of Duty games. Like
right.
by
Does that
far.
mean, so if it's a DLC it's a DLC off of Vanguard? That's what it would be off of?
No, it's DLC for Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, okay.
Why would they come out with Vanguard DLC? What?
Well, like that's their game. So like I thought they would like continue that, but
No.
huh.
No, they
Interesting.
already announced that this is funny. They announced the ranked league for for Cold War and for Vanguard is done. Like they're not supporting anymore. Which is
Right.
funny, which means that Cold War was still popular enough while Vanguard existed to justify having a ranked league
Oh,
while
I believe it.
right.
Yeah.
I that's sad. But yeah, so 1 billion. That's still crazy, but I guess kind of expect that from Call of Duty at this point.
Right. It's still the biggest selling game franchise in the world.
Right.
Like,
But it doesn't mean it deserves game of the year though.
no.
Right. It can sell the
It's
most.
still like garbage, right? Like we can all accept it's copy and paste most
Right.
years.
Yeah,
Just
right.
a little prettier and like we either get Dolphin Dive or Slide, but this year they really broke the mold and gave us both.
Oh my god, I can do both. Oh, the end of the world. This is the most insane stuff I've ever seen. I can dolphin dive and slide. I love it. I know. I know pros. They're like they're mad about some kind of like exploit being gone about like reload canceling. They're just you can't satisfy them.
Oh yeah,
It's just like
yeah,
it's just impossible. Mind you, this is all before the release of Warzone 2. So like they are gonna
right,
make the big monies.
right, yeah, and I mean that's free to play, but like they're gonna be double the amount of people playing that, I'm sure. So
And they also like imagine if this didn't work out because if there actually isn't a Call of Duty next year and there is that DLC, they needed this to work. Like
yeah,
absolutely need this to work.
oh yeah,
But there's just so and there's so much content. There's like over I think it's like 50 guns. There's like 20 maps, I think. 8 different modes, and I saw they have plans for more modes, and one of them being gunfight. So
oh nice.
right, um,
Yeah, they're doing the ranked season too next year, which is like yeah, ranked. Yeah, hardcore comes out next month,
right.
but then they're doing a ranked mode, which I don't think any Call of Duty has done yet. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I just get too pissed off. I just
Oh,
in a
yeah,
ranked mode, no.
it's going to be so toxic with skill-based matchmaking. You'll never climb.
I also, I have to like dedicate myself to like one game a year where I want to get really good at. I don't have
Right,
time for other games to get really good at. That's why, like in Legend of Runeterra, I like plateau at Diamond. I can push myself to Masters, but I take more time than I want to, and I can't get any content out of it.
right.
So I'm choosing Pokemon. That's my choice. I mean, it's either Pokemon or Uno. Could you
Uno's pretty
imagine
dope though.
what?
I said Uno's pretty dope though.
Could you imagine like a poker league but for Uno?
Oh, I'd enter.
It's just
All right, when we get big, we're holding a $10 million Uno tournament.
there's no way he's holding a green card, right? No, he can't be. I mean, the other person has a green 4. It's just not. Oh my god, he played a green reverse. I just want
God,
to.
that'd be so
I know.
hype. Yeah, the shoutcasters would go insane.
I would no. We need. I want to be the shoutcaster. I just.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he played a reverse green. It's on him. Oh my. Yeah. So anyway, back to Warzone. Call of Duty, and it doesn't feel glitchy. I didn't play much of the campaign yet, but I usually just. I don't really play the campaigns anymore, but Modern Warfare has like it's usually the best one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Who's it? Infinity Ward. Like,
you're right.
they really haven't made a bad game since like Advanced Warfare, I guess.
I thought
That's probably
Sledgehammer
like,
made Advanced Warfare.
oh no, that was theirs. Yeah. What was the other one? Well, the one
Infinite?
where you went to, yeah, Infinite Warfare, where you
Infinite
go to
Warfare.
space.
Right.
And like the multiplayer wasn't bad in that game. Everything else was just stupid.
Oh, I skipped that. I skipped like a few generations of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
at this
they were bad. So
at this point, they should just release a Call of Duty subscription service. Just like, all right, $60 a year, we promise you the next game.
right, just yeah, make it a live service at this point. You could
Mm,
still charge people $60 a year for like a season pass or whatever for
mm.
like that year's content, and people would still do it. Are you kidding me?
Let's see here. The fifth title in the Marvel sub franchise and second in the reboot series, picking up with the events of 2019. Blah blah. I mean, some people are for some reason surprised it's doing better than Vanguard, even though Vanguard didn't like sell great, as we mentioned before. So I don't know why there's a
Right.
surprise there. Uh, apparently, oh wait, oh was this original Black Ops? Yeah, Black Ops 2 even hit the sales chart again in July 2022. Wait, what? Black Ops 2 even hit the sales chart again July
What?
2022 with surprising strong sales in the United Kingdom during said month. What?
Why?
Sega release calling Black Ops returns to chart detailing the top 20 best-selling games in July 22 in the UK. Are the servers still on for that game?
So they are, and I know it like I think it honestly like doubled its sales a couple years ago when they made it backwards compatible for the Xbox One. and like everybody was playing it because that
Really?
was like Call of Duty was really bad at the time, like all the new ones.
Right.
But like, why July of this year? Like, what happened
I'm trying.
that would make them
Yeah.
play that? I don't know. That's weird.
Should be noted that the data relates to okay. To lack of new, it says due to a lack of new releases in July, most of the chart is dominated by older games and some evergreen titles. So it's not surprising to see Grand Theft Auto 5
Oh,
and Red Dead Redemption 2 on part of top 5. Uh, yeah, but I mean, even so, but
but
those are still like
Black Ops 2? Why would you go back to Black Ops 2?
I
Like,
I think
that's so weird.
I think a lot of the community believes Black Ops 2 is like the best multiplayer Call of Duty.
I don't see it. I still don't see it. I hear everybody say that, but like when Black Ops 2 came out, I didn't really like it.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought the campaign was a little weird because there was like 8 billion different like choices and stuff like that. But
right.
I don't know. I mean, I had fun with it at the time. I think I didn't play Black Ops 3, and then Black Ops 4 was an abomination if I recall because it was only multiplayer and it
Yeah,
was
4 was the blackout mode,
oh
the
yeah, that
first
was
battle royale. Yeah.
so and also the Spec Ops is pretty fun. I mean, we only got to play the silent part, but at least there's a co-op, and they said they're going to be adding
Yeah.
more as time goes on. So I'm pretty
Yeah,
hyped
good.
about that.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, and apparently other people also are not great at stealth sections. I've learned that.
It's hard. I
You're just like crawling, it's like, there he is. He just,
Yeah, seriously.
across the map is wow.
You like step on a stick and they hear it.
Your heart just beats. I hear them. The,
The wind.
the wind. Get up. So yeah, either way, at least I don't regret buying this one. They're like,
Right. Right. It
there's
was like
sometimes
definitely
regret, but
worth it.
yeah, definitely worth it. Bides my time until Pokemon comes out, which is like the complete opposite spectrum of gaming.
Yeah.
Please just do an early release. Come on, Nintendo. Just
Are you
please do it.
excited for I already don't remember his name. Gimme Ghoul? Is that his name? The new guy?
Yeah, Gimme Ghoul. Um, I'm I like it. I like it. I like Gimme Ghoul. I just first of all, I don't know what's up with this like this string of ghost types, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I I know he's not gonna get an evolution because he has two different forms, and
Right.
I just don't like. I don't know. I mean, he's not. I guess he's not like he's not bad. He's just like he looks. He looks like he should be a ghost fairy. That's like
Yes.
my only concern. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's so tiny. And it's like it just steals money from people, right? That's like his gimmick.
Yeah. He like pickpockets and brings it to his chest or whatever when he's in his wandering form.
I would love that, like, you find the chest, like, oh, cool treasure, and then you just open it, it's just like decapitated hands and like a head, like, oh my god,
That's what I
give
was
me
kind of
ghoul.
hoping it was when they showed the chest. I thought it was going to be like a mimic from like Dark Souls or
Right.
something. Like I thought that would be cool, but I
And
mean
then like you
the
put your
little guy's
hand in.
cool.
Bit my hand, you little bastard.
It took a Pokeball.
You just start stomping on it to break the chest. Yeah, I'm a man. I can do this. But like I don't know. This is like one of the few times that I don't like or I don't agree with the typing. I just don't know, like, why not steel type? Like,
Right.
it's stealing money, which, I guess I don't know. Steel or fairy or steel fairy. I just don't see
Right.
the ghost. I don't know why it's like a ghoul, but it's still not bad. I like it. Not on my team, but I'll catch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Going forward. So, what's it called? What is this game? I don't remember its name. Oh, Near Automata. Apparently, they wanted to be in Smash, but they didn't make it in time.
Yeah, I was reading about this today. I thought that was really interesting.
I mean, I didn't get to read much into the article, but were they asked to be in it?
They apparently I don't remember. He said like they couldn't be in it because oh, I'm just gonna skim it really quick because came to the Switch.
How many jump the
Do.
Switch? Because I mean, he didn't have to be on the Switch to be in Smash. I mean, Banjo's not on Switch, and I'm not.
Yeah, he was saying because I guess it wasn't like ported to the Switch yet or something. I think that was like the reason, and they didn't want to like put them in otherwise because they figured nobody knew it. I think it was because it was like a PlayStation exclusive too, which again that makes no sense because
Right.
like they had other exclusive characters in there. So
I'm not really seeing why it has to be on Switch for them to. Uh, I mean, it didn't it get Game of the Year or something? Like, didn't it get like a lot of awards?
the Nier Automata is amazing. Yeah,
Right. So,
yeah,
like, why them being on Switch doesn't seem like it'd be a huge problem. Or you could even be like, they literally all they have to do is like for its trailer, like, oh, near coming to near announced their Smash. Also, the game's coming out in X whenever that comes out.
right.
So I'm not really sure why that's an issue.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I'm. I can't even find like where he asks him like, why didn't you put him in Smash or whatever?
you asked
I don't
for a
even
Switch
see it.
more. How do you feel now it's not coming to fruition for your certain
Jeez, I'm just gonna
to get in
touch
time
my
to
dish.
get into Smash? So like Taro-san, you asked Saito-san for a Switch port of Nier Automata during E3 2018. How do you feel now it's coming to fruition 4 years later? Yoko, I'm hugely disappointed that we did not make it in time to get into Smash Bros.
Yeah, I don't. That makes no sense as to why like why you couldn't still do it. I don't know.
I mean, unless we're taking it out of context. Feature. I'm usually we did not make it in time to get into Smash Bros. Like the only way I'm trying to think, like trying to formulate it is like, is he saying that he wishes it could have been on Switch so he could have like played Smash Bros? Wait, over the lack of. Oh no, it says here. Taro, along with the producer and the composer, to celebrate the success of Nier Automata, lament over the lack of 2B in Smash Bros. 2B is a character, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And find out what makes the game so popular. It turns out not even the team truly knows. Yeah, I really don't understand that answer then.
Yeah. So apparently he thinks the reason they weren't asked was because it wasn't on the Switch. And now that they're doing it on the Switch, they're like, "Oh, we didn't do it quick enough to be
Oh, okay,
asked to be in
okay.
Smash Brothers."
Yeah,
But
but
that makes no sense because like like Snake was in Smash Brothers.
right,
Like
there's plenty of characters that just
right.
right. Sonic, I mean, Frontiers just came out. I don't know if they realize that or
Right.
is coming out.
Right.
The best Sonic game ever made. I'm calling it now. It's gonna outsell God of War on the Switch.
Did it get any reviews yet? I meant to look today.
I'm here. Some people say it's like their favorite Sonic game to date. Some are saying like it's all right. So there's like I guess mixed, but it's generally positive.
It has a 73 on Metacritic.
That's not bad. Could be worse for a Sonic
Is
game.
that Oh, that's only critic reviews so far though, but still, I mean, the lowest score is a 69. So I mean, that's not bad, honestly.
Right. Excuse me, for a Sonic game, it could definitely be worse. Also,
Right.
I don't want to blame my local pharmacy for not having my cough medicine. It's back ordered. I don't pay you to be back ordered.
Yeah, what does that even mean? Just
I
go
don't
make some. Do it.
make some. I have a podcast to run, and I just started like just destroying everything around me and making a mess.
Just do some alchemy in the back room,
Dude, like if alchemy was real, man. That's all I'd do.
right? Just make gold.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. I just didn't want. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can make gold. I was gonna make potions. I'd make like hot. Hey, drink this potion if you want your toes enlarged. Like, why would I? Why would I want that?
Why would I want
Yeah,
that?
why would
Yeah.
I? Just make like obscure potions that literally no one asked for, and I just throw it at people. Just like that's how I attack. Like kind of like
Yeah.
I think it's Spectre Knight in one of the DLCs for Shovel Knight where he just throws potions and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Right. This one made me incompetent. Yeah, that's the price you pay.
Yeah. That's what
That
happens.
that's what happens.
Sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Oh man. All right, so Halo Infinite. back in the news tomorrow, as of this recording, or I guess what's tomorrow's date? The 8th, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the 8th. So on the 8th, Halo Infinite's new Forge mode's finally coming out. Everyone's like saying it's like one of the best things ever made. But more importantly, though, Halo Infinite, was it Phil Spencer said it? No, Matt Booty. Matt Booty. He said live service plan fell short. It stumbled at the finish line. Like they actually admitted it. Like,
Good.
yeah, I know. I mean, that's like, I honestly think that takes some balls, right? Like
Oh
a
yeah.
lot. Like you think EA ever admits fault? You know,
No, they blame the consumers.
they blame everything else releasing around it.
Yeah.
It's just like, and at least he's willing to admit it. And then he says, it's a classic runner's mistake of tripping and stumbling as you come across the finish line. He blames the failure primarily on the pandemic and how it disrupted the development team, which consists of hundreds of people around the world, all working on Halo Infinite. So while he gives kudos to the team for getting the game out at all in 2021, he knows players are frustrated by what could have been. Um, See, so like I understand that issue, right? Like everyone had to work from home and it made things more challenging and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But if that's really the case, I guess, I mean, I would say they could have delayed it again, but I assume they had no choice.
Right.
Like
I
could they really?
where did he say that in the article? I'm just trying to
With the writer's
reread
mistake?
it. Yeah.
Second paragraph.
Uh,
It's just
I you played the campaign, right?
I played some of it, and then I played like a couple of missions, but I wanted to wait for the co-op, which is also tomorrow, so we can play it together.
Oh, okay.
So I actually, oddly enough, of all the things that's been spoiled to me, uh, all the Halo missions have not.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what happens in the campaign of
Right.
it. Um, but I also like the game's solid, right? I don't think it was like a development issue. I think it was just like, okay, you made the game, but like now what? Like what are you doing next? Like why have we not gotten Forge mode in over almost 2 years, right? It came out December 2021 or no, almost a year.
Yeah, we'll
Sorry.
see here. Yeah.
Uh and like the seasons were just so bad, and then you came out and like the cosmetic prices were so bad. So it was like it wasn't like the game as a whole and like the fundamentals of it. It was like the extras that you're just like messing up over and over again.
Right, and they met literally 0 launch windows. The
Right.
campaign co-op, split screen, which they canceled. Forwards, they were all missed. They delayed seasons, if I recall.
Right.
They're just
Right.
like, yeah,
Season 1 was like delayed, right?
right, yeah. There's like a season 0 for that had the free battle pass, and there was season 1, and then they added, I think recently added another free season.
Right. Right.
So like, it might just live or die from this update,
Yeah. I
which is
mean, nobody's playing it anymore, right?
I don't know.
None
I,
of the streamers at least are like
right,
marketing it.
but I
I
mean,
mean there's
have we
yeah,
just
good.
reached a point where we dictate how like how many players are in a game based on like Twitch? You know,
No, but like I feel like I don't hear of anybody playing the game
true,
anymore,
true. I mean, unless it's like I mean, it's Halo. I assume this the Xbox fan base is just gonna play it.
right? Yeah, I mean, it's got like at least on Steam, right? It has
Uh,
like 3,500 players.
I forgot I was on Steam. That's
And I
yeah,
assume Xbox is gonna be way more, but
right.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, but he says that they're committed to writing the ship. I don't think that's the wait. Booty claims Microsoft is committed to writing the ship. That's not the expression, right? Isn't it just writing the wrong, not writing the ship? Have you ever heard that?
No.
Yeah,
No, I have not.
Microsoft is writing the ship. Unless it was be riding, but it's not. It's just writing the ship. Okay, well, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't like this article anymore. And has begun to do so. Whether 343 Industries can make good on Booty's promises, and perhaps more important, when they can make good still remains to be seen. I mean, they did want to make it a live service. That was like their whole plan.
Right.
And I mean, I think because they said they wanted to do like campaign extensions and stuff like that. And
Right. There's supposed to be like story DLC and even just like the co-op campaign taking this long to come out, like a
right,
year later, because you couldn't get it to work right.
I just don't get that. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like it really just blows my mind. Does having an open world really hamper or like that much for even one other player? Like I got maybe limiting if I don't remember. Actually, I don't know if it's only four, if it's 4 or 2 now, but because Halo 5 had 4. I think
Right.
most of the Halo games had 4. But even if you limit it to 2, like I just don't see how it's that much of an issue.
Yeah.
We have better hardware.
Yeah. Right. Like, and also just like think of all the open world games that have like co-op and like how easy they I don't know, like co-op doesn't hinder it or break the campaigns, right? Like there's ways to like start the mission and pull people to the spot to do it or like I don't know, just make a load zone that goes to the mission
well, I
and it just like pulls everybody or like why does it have to be like a tether, right? Where like you can only be like 100 yards from each other or something like that.
I assume maybe it's too much to load.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean that could be the issue too.
Although my question to you is, I'm not trying to call you out on it, but what do you know what games specifically are open world and co-op? Because I'm like trying to think about it. I just can't think of one.
Far Cries are all
Okay. Oh,
co-op.
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Uh,
Got me there already.
that one and I forget what the other one that just came to my mind was. Oh, like Outriders, like Destiny, for example. Destiny is like an MMO. I could be like half, across the whole map from everybody, and if I go to start an activity, like then
True.
I just, they get pulled with me.
Right, right.
So
Oh, no, okay, well, alright, well, there I wasn't even trying to call you out. I was just like, "Is there really open world?" So, kudos to you for just
right,
having that.
right,
Yeah, so, I'll never understand it. They have all the power in the world. Like, I just feel like it might just be a bad development team.
right.
And like they said, they were spread out, and I just don't know how much that hampers them. Kids League Blue, yeah. So either way, I'm excited to try it out at least. But again, they just picked the worst weeks. It's like, okay, cool, Forge mode out on Tuesday.
Right. Nobody's talking about Forge mode coming out this week. They're talking about how they might waste $60 tomorrow to play Sonic, and then
And
they'll
then
just
God
make
of
it
War.
up on what make it up on Wednesday with God of War.
Right, right. Like what?
So like
Like
it's so
why this
bad.
week?
And then guess
Like
what? Next week you lose to Pokemon, and you
like
should have just waited the week after because
should
then
have
you were
waited till
safe.
like Christmas.
Yeah, wait till December. You would have had that whole month. There's nothing else coming out that month. You're fine.
I just don't get it. Like they picked the worst day. I guess then like, oh, our competition isn't God of War. It kind of is. It kind of like there's
Right.
people like you who have an Xbox and a PlayStation 5.
Right,
You
right.
know,
That's why they're doing it, right? It's like, oh, you guys could play God of War on your PlayStation, or you could come play Forge on Halo. It's free.
yeah, but have you seen the stuff people are making though? It's pretty
Oh, it's
nuts. Yeah.
insane. Like, but I'll never make anything like that. I'll just go through. Like, I hope there's like a search function so I could go through and like check things out.
Well, I got some bad news for you then because I hiring you to make Goons games in Gear World and Halo.
Oh no.
You know, I thought about it or as we're talking, and I realized that what we're not thinking about here is how Halo Infinite is also on the original Xbox One, and they have to make that work as well. So that's probably what the problem is.
Right.
It's like they have to
I
that
honestly
makes
forgot that was
right, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. That's it. Yep.
That
You
that has
should have just made it next gen. There you
right.
go. There's your problem, Microsoft.
It was probably which is weird because the Xbox One did not sell well at all. So like,
No.
I mean, maybe there's like a bigger base on like on the One X, but even then, it's like you should just. I understand why they wanted to, but if they want to make this a live service, they had at some point have to drop Xbox One.
Right.
You know, it's just like that's just the real truth of it. And that I guess that's probably what held them back. It's like it's just too much for that crap box.
Right.
So I mean, if that was a way, or if that didn't was if that wasn't included in their plans, then I would then really question like what's the problem. But the fact that they were forced into the Xbox One, they should. Man, I feel like no one talks about it, but I really think the Xbox One just held Halo back so hard, so hard.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, we only got Halo 5 and it was bad. The saving grace was they re-released all the old Halo games that everybody loved. And that was like it.
Right, but and that was awesome because and the Xbox One could handle it because it was all on previous gen.
Right. Right.
But now, now just take it out back. Just stop. Just like say,
Yeah.
you know what, we're not gonna do it. We're sorry. Like because the Xbox, like the Series S and X are way more available now.
Right. You could walk into like a Walmart or a Target or something and just buy a Series X. They're like everywhere.
Someone in chat said, "Writing a ship is a phrase." I don't believe you. That's my answer to that. Right? That's not a phrase. Writing a ship? No, you're wrong. You're just wrong on that. Like I'm not. That's not something I'm debating you on. That's just you're wrong. Get out of my chat now. Just um, yeah. So I don't know. It's hard to feel bad for them, but well, no, I do feel bad for them because to a degree, somebody is forcing them to support the Xbox One.
Right.
I don't
Did
know
they
who.
replace I don't even remember who was it, the CEO of 343 left? Or the
Um,
head
I don't.
designer or something?
I don't know. I don't
What
know if
did
they
she
replaced
do?
her.
Yeah, like who's in charge right now? Is it just Phil like trying to direct them?
It might. Maybe it's Matt Booty now. It might be
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
head of 343. Yeah, yeah, you're right. She left. Let's see, corporate. Well,
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
Bonnie Ross left, I believe, because that's a. Oh no, it's just still present. And was
Huh.
the head. Oh wait, no, it says and was the head of 343 Industries, even though it says the present. Who's the new head?
Huh.
Perry Heinz.
Like the ketchup guy? Heinz?
No, Hintze.
Oh. Oh.
Never heard of this person.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah,
Where did
so
they come from?
they need to. Yeah, I don't know where they came from, but they need to just take the Xbox One out back, drown it, and then be like, okay, we're good to go now. And then, put Halo onto the map again.
Yeah.
That is my plan. So, okay, what else we got here? Oh yeah, okay, okay. I thought this was really interesting. I wanted your take on it. So, Gears of War, a movie is announced on Netflix alongside an adult animated series.
Okay.
Firstly, I didn't realize it was a movie. I thought it was a show and then a different show, an adult animated series. I'm kind of conflicted. I think Gears of War is a perfect, absolute perfect series to have a show about. My
Yeah.
problem is I think it should purely be animated. Because
Yeah.
there's so much not even brutality, so much what's the word I'm looking for? Just like there's grotesque scenes, chainsaw assault rifles. Like you're not gonna get unless you have like a really good was it makeup and effects.
Right.
Even then, I don't want like stupid amounts of CGI. If you're just gonna go this route, then
Right.
make it
Just make it a CGI show then.
yeah, just make it a CGI show, which is just animation. So like,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
good.
continue. No, continue.
So I was all these like video game movies and stuff. That's all they need to do, right? Like look at like I guess Detective Pikachu was like half and half, but like it was mostly CGI, right? And like it just works so much better than like I don't know, like the Mortal Kombat movie, right? Where that's all live action with like really terrible CGI,
Mm,
or like uh well, I heard Tomb Raider was pretty good, but there's not a lot of CGI in that. Or
right.
like the Halo TV show, right?
Ugh,
Like everybody hated,
right.
right? Like just I don't know, just do it animated and just make it the video game.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
could literally
Exactly.
just take the
Mhm.
cutscenes and copy and paste, and I'd be happy.
They could literally just retell the video games, and I would watch it. Like I don't see the
Right.
issue, right?
Right.
Like let's. You don't have to be original with this, guys. You have the source material. Just
Right. Exactly.
uh, side note: did you know that IGN gave Gears of War Judgment a higher score than Gears of War 3?
Wait, say that again.
Gears of War, IGN. I was looking at like the reviews of Gears of War games. They gave like Gears of War Judgment 9.5. They gave Gears of War 3 a 9.2. I was
Oh,
like, what?
so they're idiots.
Yeah,
Okay. Did they not play the campaign of 3? Oh my dude, I still think about how who do we play? We played that with like two of our friends, like way
right,
back. And the final boss where you're like in the cyclone of the locust or whatever.
right,
Oh, it was so cool. And then you get on the helicopter and you're like shooting everything down. Oh my, that's like those are the memories
right.
I'll always remember of video games, like stuff like that. So
I,
good.
so like, I just I don't want I just don't want a movie. I think I
Right.
think
What
I
is
think
the
Nintendo's fine with movies because like they're cutesy and they everything to do they just knock out of the park. I trust
right.
them. I trust them. I mean, not this. I'm not saying they don't trust you people, but I just don't see a good standalone Gears of War movie. It's a war, like
Right.
like I want the stories, like Marcus, Dom, Coltrane. Like
Right, right. Unless the movie is gonna be like, okay, Gears of War 1. That's it.
mm,
That's the movie. And then we'll do like 2 sequels for the other 2. That's like the only way I could see it working. Because if you just like try to tell a different story with Marcus and them, like people are just gonna be pissed.
right,
Nobody's
right,
gonna like it. Look at what like Halo's doing right now. Like nobody cares about that.
right.
Just tell me the story of the game in a movie format. I don't care if you do want to do live action or whatever, but just make it the same story. That's what I'm want to watch.
But I'm also like, for the animated series, I'm also okay with like seeing side stories for like
Oh, that's fine. Right, right,
I do want to see that. I just like you said, because there's no indication if if they have plans for like multiple movies, but you can't fit all the glory of Gears of War into one movie
right.
unless they do an original take, and it's gonna be crap.
Yeah, they'll ruin it.
Yeah, absolutely. As for and then for the animated version, adult animated series, that I'm super excited for,
Yes.
assuming they don't hold back. Like, they can't make it, like, rated T. They have to have it rated
No.
R. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely, like, gruesome. Gears of War 2, the Cherokee guy, like, he offed himself. That was gruesome. People getting
Right.
chainsawed.
Carmine dies every like hour and they keep replacing him.
Yeah,
I want like South Park levels of like brutality or like I don't know,
Calypso.
Metalocalypse, old school Adult Swim, like those brutal shows. Like show me that.
Oh my god, you killed wait, what's his name? Carmine?
Carmine.
Carmine,
Yeah.
you bastards!
And he just like resurrects.
The one Carmine literally melts in stomach acid in a giant monster. Like I
Yeah.
don't know what to tell you guys. You need to make sure that I, talk to what's his face Ryan Reynolds about getting something rated R. Didn't he fight for the
Oh,
Deadpool movie
Deadpool?
rated R?
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and those turned out absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Like I just I want to see chainsaws. I like. Uh, I guess it could happen in a movie, but I really don't have faith in seeing a locust look cool in a movie or convincing.
Right. Right. Is it, yeah, definitely like a live action one. If they're
Right.
gonna like try to do like a costume for it, like it's just not gonna work.
But again, animated series they could easily do it.
Oh yeah.
And then I mean Batista, he said it for years that he wants to play Marcus Phoenix.
Right. And that's a good
Oh,
casting.
I think it's
Like,
perfect. I could
yeah,
totally see
I
that.
think he fits it. I
I
don't
can see
know who would you want to be like Dom or like Coltrane or I can't even think.
1 second.
They would pick like someone stupid for like Coltrane. It'd be like Kevin Hart or
No,
something.
I want Morgan Freeman's Coltrane.
And
Whole
then like
grain, kids whole
Dwayne
grain, baby.
Johnson
Oh,
as Dom.
I was gonna say as Coltrane. Dom's Hispanic.
Actually, oh yeah. Dwayne Johnson as Coltrane would be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's fine. I can actually deal with that. With
I
Dom
want
though,
what's the girl's name? I forget.
Anna,
Is that her name? Anya.
Anya,
I want
Scarlett
Charlize
Johansson.
Theron.
Oh,
Oh. I mean, I'll take her too. But Charlize Theron. I could see her doing pretty good as her.
what's the who's the guy that plays
There's
Scott
so many.
Pilgrim?
Oh, Michael Cera.
Yeah, well, Michael Cera is Dom. Just like
Oh, sippy sip. Oh, sippy sip.
yeah,
Oh,
that's my
jeez.
that's my dream for Dom. But no, who are you saying?
I was just saying there's like 30 different Carmines.
Right.
Anthony, Benjamin, Dominic.
And then for Bard, I mean,
I can't like Bard. I can't picture Bard as
he-
like anybody.
because he's like supposed to be like sarcastic, but like kind of down to earth.
Right? Like Adam Sandler. There you go.
That'd be funny. Just like make this grown up 3 just with it's just Gears of
Right.
War. No, but at least Dave Bautista and
Right. Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson
Like
that
they would be good for 2 roles at least.
right.
As Dom, I don't know
Yeah,
who you could put as Dom.
Yeah, I really George Lopez,
I can't even think of any
Carlo
like his
Mencia.
where is Carlos Mencia?
Who's Carlos Mencia when you need him? Just like every line he just took from someone else who said it.
Yeah. Danny Trejo. He could do
Oh,
Dom,
Danny
I
Trejo.
guess.
I mean, he
That'd
looks
be
too
good.
old. That's the problem, though.
Yeah, there's no one like
You need to be like, and also they have to be bulky, right? I mean, Dom was relatively bulky.
right.
The only one who wasn't really bulky, I believe, was
Not
Bard.
Hispanic, is he?
Dom?
Oscar Isaac. Oh, I guess he is.
I don't know
Yeah.
who Oscar Isaac is.
He's Moon Knight and he was in Star Wars, that actor. But he's
I
like
don't-
not yeah, you're right. They need to be like big and bulky for these like roles.
right.
But
So that's why Dave
like
and
he's
the other guy they make good sense, but
yeah.
I just can't think of like a bulky Hispanic actor though.
No.
Like...
There's Fez from that 70s show.
If-
Mario Lopez. There we go. We solved it.
Mario.
There you go.
What? Wait, no, I was gonna say Zac Efron, but he's not a Hispanic. He's just he can get
No.
jacked on a whim though.
Oh, he looks nuts for that new movie, whatever he's making. Yeah, he's insane.
Have you seen how jacked he was for
I mean, he's always been jacked, but like he's just like extra putting in the work lately.
I just I want to know Hispanic.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like going through a list and none of these people look right.
Cheech.
Cheech and Chong, yeah.
Pitbull.
I mean, there was like, who's the one guy I just saw? It was the guy from Ant-Man,
wait,
John Leguizamo.
What about the guy from who's doing The Last of Us?
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, that's probably the best one for him.
Bard,
though, I can't think of anybody who could play Bard.
Tom Cruise.
or Baird.
Baird. All right, yeah.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
No,
Tom.
he's too old. He might actually turn to dust. Like if they hit him with a chainsaw. Need
Hit
like
him with a
someone who's blonde and just like full of themselves.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah. All right. You hit it. Yeah. First
I mean,
name. Yeah. You killed it. There you go.
yeah,
There's the cast.
Right. So we got
All right,
Dave
Netflix,
Bautista.
send us the check. We'll start our documentary too.
So it's Dave Bautista, Channing
Dwayne
Tatum,
Johnson. Yeah, Channing Tatum and
Dwayne
who's our
Johnson,
Hispanic?
and then the guy who played
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you go.
Perfect cast. Oh, and Charlize Theron as Anya. There you go.
Yes,
There's the
perfect.
cast. We're calling it now. They haven't announced anything about it, but
right.
If it's not that, it's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And they have to pay us.
Yeah,
they have to. Oh man. Okay. And last but not least, we have actually let me preface this. I made a meme. I mixed this article with the "Oh God, please no" from The Office, and it kind of like blew up a little bit on Instagram. So I'm pretty happy about that. But Marvel and EA signed 3-game deal starting with Iron Man. This is terrible. Like
I don't trust EA with anything
right
anymore. Yeah.
Granted,
Unless it's Respawn. Yes.
Wait, did Respawn didn't help with Star Wars, did it?
Yeah, no, they make Star Wars. Yeah.
Or
the Fallen Jedi.
Yeah. Oh, they did.
Yeah. They're allowed to make games. They are the only good part of EA.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, so like they said it's a single player action adventure game. I mean, I just don't trust them. Like you said, it's just not
right. And they get one chance, right? Like cuz Square Enix just kept like messing it up and like blundering it. So I mean, EA can try, but I don't have high hopes. I can't even think of a company that I would give it to and have high hopes for. Maybe like FromSoft. Like let them make a brutal Marvel game and just kind of like reap the rewards.
I would
maybe
I would say Arkham era Rocksteady. If they could knock Batman out of the park, then yeah, I think they could do it.
Yeah, get a deal with them. Just have them make the superhero games. They can do it well.
I mean, not anymore. Wait, they're the same team that made Arkham Knights, right?
Yes. But the two guys left that were like part of it forever.
Right. So
but that was like as the game was being finished or something like that. I forget what that was, but yeah, you're right. That's the studio I would trust. Even with those guys leaving, I would still trust them to make a good superhero game.
I would also trust Insomniac. Obviously. Because
oh, right. Yeah. Right. I mean they've proven themselves.
Right, they've proven themselves. Yeah. But we're talking like if everyone's allowed access to these Marvel games, then yeah, I'd do Rocksteady. Honestly, this might be a hot take, but I could argue Ubisoft. If you just hear me out, they had a good stretch of Assassin's Creed games, right? That were just purely single player.
Right.
Like it's possible. Even the newer ones, like Valhalla sold stupid well. There's some microtransactions, but for all intents and purposes, it's still a success.
No, you're right. Yeah, I mean Ubisoft can make amazing open world games that are like super flushed out and have like tons of stuff to do in them, right? The problem is they don't have unique enough ideas anymore to like do it. It's just like, all right, we do Assassin's Creed. Now we're gonna do Far Cry. Now we go back to Assassin's Creed. All right, here's Watch Dogs. Wait, forget about it. We messed that up. We're going back to Assassin's Creed.
You know what? For charity's sake, let's work for Nintendo for a little bit. Okay, here's Mario vs. Rabbids. Somehow we just knocked it out of the park. Cool.
All right, refunded the next 3 Assassin's Creeds. All right, go back to it. Go. Oh, and here's Just Dance. Congratulations.
The yearly Just Dance. There we go. Okay, nice. Like Ubisoft, yeah, like you said, they can make great games. It's just like
They choose not to.
they
They take the
choose not
easy
to.
route. Yeah, it's the sad truth, but yeah, they just choose the easy route.
It's like, we could put work into a game, but we could also copy and paste.
Right.
Well, copy and paste. Wait, guys, how about we work on this game for a long time? Skull and Bones? Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's a
What
copy and
is
paste in its own way.
what what is Skull and Bones?
That game that was delayed like 500 times, and
Yeah, it's gone. They pushed it into the seven seas, and it's not coming out. I can tell you that right
oh my
now.
god, I like as we're talking, I'm developing a sore throat, and I can't laugh, but I was, oh man,
What is that? Wait, when is that game supposed to come out now? Is it actually coming out still ever?
I think they pushed it into next year.
Oh my dude, just cancel it. Just give up. Ubisoft.
Let's see.
March
No,
9th?
yeah,
Wow.
well, it was like originally supposed to be November, right? And then
It's coming.
I called it. I was just like, they have to push it because they're dealing. There's way too many games coming out. Pokemon and God of War.
Yeah, they would have been screwed either way. I mean, I'll give them this, right? The game's gorgeous. It
Right.
looks super nice, but like it just looks so boring.
Oh yeah, no, it looks incredibly boring.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Anyway,
boring. But yeah, but back to
yeah,
Marvel. Um, yeah. So, I mean, I guess if they stick to a single player action adventure game,
it can't be all that bad, right? And just
well,
have Respawn help you.
it says
If
EA Motive. I've never heard of with Motive. Who's
EA Motive,
yeah?
who's that?
It is a game studio.
Okay.
I want to see
Actually,
what did they work on specifically.
all right. So they worked on Rogue Squadron. They're
Yeah,
doing the Dead Space remake. Okay.
yeah, it's a remake
Or
though. It's not really like a. I don't know. I don't really put
that's
that.
it.
Oh, and Battlefront
They
2.
did Squadrons, Battlefront 2, and the Dead Space remake. Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith. That's not. That's
the-
so like Battlefront 2 had a campaign, but that I think sucked.
it was like good, but it was like literally 2 hours long.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like 4 missions. Yeah. But then like the game itself sucked until like years later.
Right.
Squadrons, I heard it was fun, but like it's not a game for everybody.
It's multiplayer only, right?
No, it had a campaign,
Oh,
but
okay.
same thing. The campaign was like 4 hours long.
Gotcha.
That was it.
And then the Dead Space remake, which like rebuilt from the ground up. Okay, but here's the thing, right? Like it's a remake. Like they already have they already have the idea. They already have the art
Right.
direction.
They have the source material and they know what to do with it. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Just make it look nicer. So
Versus
I don't know. I mean,
plus with an Iron Man game, it's like they got to think about like, oh, how do we progress him to not just like start out as a god? Like, how do we make him, super weak at the start and then move
right. You
forward?
just play as Tony Stark for like a couple hours and
Right.
then go to
All right, first you start with Tony Stark, then he finds a gun, then he finds some rocks, makes the gun into armor, then it continues from there. Just like it just rolls. But yeah, I don't have faith that they gave it to Motive. I just don't.
Yeah, just give everything to Respawn, EA. Just close all your other companies and just stock up Respawn and let them do everything. Honestly,
I guess. Yeah, I mean, well,
it's like Need for Speed's really bad now. Even like the new one, I don't like what it looks like. I don't even remember what it's called, to be honest.
like Need for Speed poop.
Unbound. Is that the new one?
I think so. Unbound. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Racing
a
and
fan.
stuff. 'Cause I think they're just trying to differentiate themselves from Horizon and
Right.
Forza.
Gran Turismo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like has like a
It's like an
cartoony feel?
arcadey. Yeah, it's like an arcade racer again versus like a simulation.
Oh, it comes out tomorrow?
Oof.
Why are these
You
games
and
picky in
why are you and
advance?
Sonic so so full of
brave.
yourselves. Yeah, seriously. Oh my gosh.
Maybe because they think it's such a different genre, they won't be affected.
Right, that's like a game you could release whenever and nobody will care about it, but people will buy it because it's a new racing game and we don't get them very often. So
Right.
I don't know. That's a bad call though. But
Oh yeah, no, definitely. You know,
and then it's like garbage sports games, right? From EA. Shut all those studios down. Get rid of them. And then it's like Battlefield. And that's it, right?
Yeah,
Like
which
what,
they
what
need
else
to
does EA make otherwise?
You know,
BioShock, which they'll, take them a year to make another one.
BioShock?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what?
2K made that.
Yeah, I think you're confusing it with come on, BioWare.
Apex Legends.
BioWare.
BioWare.
Yeah,
That's it.
BioWare that makes Mass Effect. There we go.
Right. Apex Legends, which is Respawn. All these garbage sports games. Mass Effect, which is BioWare.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is really it. What happened to EA?
All they have to do is make sports games and Apex Legends.
Right, and they're super profitable.
Right, like they literally got so lucky by knocking it out of the park the first time with Apex. For like a live service, they it just sucks that we lost Titanfall.
Right, I was gonna say they're lucky people believed in Respawn because of Titanfall.
Right,
but like it screwed Titanfall as a series.
Respawn is the only what's the word studio that they bought that like turned out amazing.
Right.
Or like I guess for whatever reason they just let them do their thing. They're like, okay, you own us, EA, just don't influence us. Just like,
right, stay away. Here's a check every month. We'll handle it. Don't worry.
They'll handle it. Just what about microtransactions? Don't worry, you'll get your microtransactions. Just
you'll get money. Don't worry about it.
You'll get money. Don't worry. There'll be a battle pass. They're like, ooh, a battle pass. Don't worry, just give us some time.
There's your live service. That's what they made Apex for. It was like, all right, here you go, EA. You eat this one, and we'll make other ones to fund ourselves.
Right. I give Apex 2 more years until they announce like a single player. Until they announce like a
horde mode or something. Yeah.
No, I mean like literally a narrative game.
Probably give it spin-offs. Yeah.
Right.
Give it like a tower defense and a single player and
because a battle royale
card game
apparently needs a lore for whatever dumb reason.
Oh yeah.
It's just like I really there's a lot of things in this world I just do not understand, and one of them is battleground lores. I just don't know why anyone's ever interested. Like at least with Call of Duty and Warzone, it's like there is a universe, like in terms of the campaigns that connected to the Warzone in some weird way with their, like I to some degree I understand that, but like Apex just comes out of nowhere and just like, up here are these random people and they're survivors and now they're fighting to do whatever.
Right.
Like, okay, why are you making a narrative out of this? I just don't know.
Right. Who cares? I'm here to shoot stuff.
Right.
And it's a first person shooter where I don't even see the people.
And even Fortnite, while I don't understand it nor care for it, I mean, they make it very clear what's going on. And then there's like a 500 quests in every mission or every, round.
Right.
So like, whatever. So, okay. Normally I ask if you have anything else to talk about, but my throat's on the precipice of dying. So, that once I hit the outro, there we go. That's the show, guys. I hope you liked it. It was nice coming back. We'll be back again on Friday, when I'm not sick, hopefully. Like, comment, subscribe. Get us to 1,000 on YouTube and TikTok. There we go. Derek, take the rest because I'm dying.
I don't know what else you didn't say, but Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, join the Discord. Rate us everywhere, 5 stars, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
My unboxing
tweet
video,
us.
Pokemon.
Yeah, watch the Pokemon OLED unboxing video. Get ready for Pokemon live stream starting next week.
Oh yeah.
Tell us your favorite type of cereal on Twitter. All right.